Hello, this is my Core 2 presentation by Aditya Sastry. We will be discussing Finding Dory, the movie itself, and how it plays into the terms of psychology and the concepts that we have learned throughout this year. So we come to our description slide where I'll give a brief description on Finding Dory. Dory is a wide-eyed, blue-tailed fish who suffers from major memory loss about every 10 seconds or so. The one thing she can't remember is how she became separate from her parents as a child, and with her friends, help Nemo and Marlin, she's able to embark on an epic adventure to find them. Her objective is to find her parents, and her journey ends up leading her to the Marine Life Institute, a conservatory that houses diverse ocean species. And the diagnosis that I've given Dory is that she suffers from anterograde amnesia, which means she's unable to form and retain new memories. Anterograde amnesia is usually caused by severe head trauma, but Finding Dory reveals that Dory has been affected by this disability ever since she was very, very young. The second part of the diagnosis is that if she went to a therapist in current day society, the same diagnosis would be given due to the fact that she's experienced this disorder as a very young age, even you can say birth. It is unlikely that someone would be born with anterograde amnesia. Finding Dory accurately portrays the everyday challenges of an amnesia, the frustration felt by those around her, and the understanding and support needed to aid her recovery. Some evidence that shows that Dory has anterograde amnesia is her difficulty of learning new information and her difficulty of remembering past events and previously familiar information. One specific instance of this is when Dory forgets that she has met Marlin, another character in this movie. This is a classic example of anterograde amnesia. One instance that the movie fails to portray this disorder in a correct way is when Dory states she has short-term memory loss, but in reality she has trouble retaining information into her long-term memory. There is no clear treatment plan for anterograde amnesia. There are many recovery and rehabilitation options, such as reminder beepers, journals, family support, and occupational therapy. One appropriate solution I think that can be very useful to Dory and her family itself would be the patient writing down all their memories into a journal, which gives them a backup in case they have a giant memory lapse. In today's society, there will be no restrictions of the patient receiving the proper treatment because receiving treatment in this day of age has been much more easier compared to the past. There is no clear treatment plan for anterograde amnesia. There are many recovery and rehabilitation options, such as reminder beepers, journals, family support, and occupational therapy. One appropriate solution I think that can be very useful to Dory and her family itself would be the patient writing down all their memories into a journal, which gives them a backup in case they have a giant memory lapse. In today's society, there will be no restrictions of the patient receiving the proper treatment because receiving treatment in this day of age has been much more easier compared to the past. So some border perspectives. Finding Dory is a great movie showing us a glimpse of how anterograde amnesia and how it affects the average person, or average fish should I say, and what effects it plays on the character around the patient. In Finding Dory, this disorder is very, very nicely portrayed in how it plays out in real life, and how hard it is to function in normal day life. After watching Finding Dory, too, my understanding of anterograde amnesia increased, and now I have a basic understanding of how the disease functions and what daily hassles slash struggles the daily patient has to go through and what their family has to experience.